Okay, for guys that are doing options, I started working with these option pricing charts on Thinkorswim, and what you can do, let me go into, so you can actually go in and pick the strike price. Right now this is on GILD, and it doesn't matter what option you pick, but these are on the April 9250s. So if you go down here, you right click, you can go down to more info, and then you can send it over to your Thinkorswim charts, whichever one you want. And then once you send it in your charts, you can change the time frame like you do, you know, daily, hourly, weekly, whatever you want. But I just go into like a daily or like a 4-hour, something with some good time frame in there, and I want to see the average price paid. And the reason I found that this is really helpful for me is because sometimes, you know, they'll crank up the IV in it, and that can get a little complicated looking at all the other factors. But if I just get a quick look to see about the average price paid for the option that I'm looking, a call or put or whatever it may be, if I see that average price, it gives me a good indicator of where it's holding, and I can make the trade based off of that. And so I did that on these, and I did that on some other strike prices on GILD and a few other ones that I've played recently and had some pretty good success with them. I'm going to start using this more, but you can see for this whole month, the average, I put the line kind of right in the middle of it, the average price paid was about $1.45. And then the wave count, the MACD was already green, and then the wave count started to pick up as the moving averages started to you know, narrow a little bit. So I was in, next chance I got in at $1.45, I got in at the next chance I got, and then of course my stop would have been below, you know, there's going to be some risk on option pricing, as you guys know, and I would have just been out, you know, at below $1. So, you know, basically I was risking that 45 cents or so. For this right here, you can see where the tops of the last topping of the price was, pretty close to that, and it was right around, you know, $3.20. So it was a pretty good gain from $1.45 to $3.20. Didn't quite hit it, and I didn't really wait for it. You know, I got out just as soon as it hit over $3. It was almost a double at that point. So I got out there and took my profit on that, and I've done a couple of those, and just day trading and also swing trading on some of them. So if you narrow the time frame up, if you go to an hour time frame, you can really see it. If you're going to day trade them, you can see it a little bit more clearly. As you shrink the time frame, you can see right here that even $1.20 was a better price, and it moved up from there. And so, you know, obviously your out was just, you know, below $1. That's what you were kind of sacrificing there, like I said before. And you can keep moving your time frame depending on how fast you're going to be in and out of the play. But I'll move the time frame here, and you can see even on a 15-minute time frame, this kind of helped a little bit more, gave you a little bit more awareness of where the major consistency of the buying was. And so it really helps out a lot, because like I said, I know that the IV on some of the calls and the puts and some of the other things can be a little more complicated when you're going to buy or sell an option. So this really helped me out a lot, and hopefully, you know, you guys can get maybe tweak this a little bit. Like, I'm going to work with this some, but hopefully you guys can tweak this and work with this a little bit. But I think this is a really fabulous tool, because like I said, the only thing that really pays is price. I mean, we can look at, you know, stock charts all day long and see where they're going and whatnot, and that's great if you're just trading the equity. But if you're trading the option, it doesn't help as much, because the option prices can get really tricky. So this helped me sort out all the complications with the option price, because I can immediately go in there and see if I was paying, you know, a good price for it, or if I was overpaying, or if it was just a not a good play. So I hope this helped you guys a little bit, and also you can it helps you set up your stops and your option pricing a little bit better. This is just a really fabulous tool. So I hope this helps you guys a little bit. I'm going to tweak this and work with it a little bit more, and start to use this a little bit more on some of the option trades I have. But it's been pretty successful the last couple of days as far as pricing goes. So check it out, see what you think, and give me some feedback.